Hey guys, how are y'all doing today? So this is my in conclusion video for the month of August where I wrap up all the books I've read this month and kind of go over what I thought of the theme. And as you guys know, I chose to do middle grade adventure. This month I wanted to read a lot of fun books, a lot of adventure-y type books. Anyways, let's get started with this video. As you guys know, I read The Thief by Megan Whalen Turner. I gave this unfortunately an unreadable rating. I just felt it was too slow at the beginning. It did pick up in the middle and towards the end. It really got interesting and really different. So I really like that part. I was really on the fence of what to rate this book, but I heard really awesome things about the Queen of Vitolia and the King of Vitolia, so I look forward to reading more of The Thief, who is awesome by the way. Next guys, I read The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. This is the first book in the Kane Chronicles series, and I gave this book a readable rating. I enjoyed this book a whole lot. It's a lot of fun, great characters, it's very fast-paced, action-packed. You know, I think kids will really enjoy the read because of the pacing. I really liked how the setup of the story was done as well. The readers kind of pulled into their adventure. It's a bit gimmicky, a little bit novelty, but I really liked it. It was a nice touch to the book and kind of makes it more interesting for the readers. And next guys, I read The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. This is the first book in the Mysterious Benedict Society. Thank you guys for letting me know how many books there are. There are 3 books in the series with our main characters occurring in the next 2 books, and there is a prequel of Mr. Benedict and his life before he formed this society. I gave this a readable rating. I really enjoyed the premise of the book. I thought the characters were amazing. There's a lot of character development, a lot of growth between our main characters, which was great. I did feel the middle was a bit slow for my liking, and I felt the urgency and the catastrophic nature of their mission and the whole plot of what the characters had to do didn't match up with the pacing of the book. I love the illustrations. Woo! And lastly, I read The Emerald Atlas by John Stephens. This is the first book in the Books of Beginning series. I enjoyed this book a whole lot, guys. This is definitely a standout read for me this year. Obviously, I gave this book a readable times a billion gajillion rating. I thought it was fantastic. The characters were great, the story was great, the pacing was amazing, and just, I don't know, I don't have too many qualms about the book. Others have said this is the next Harry Potter. I want to say maybe, possibly, could be. While I was reading this book, there wasn't anything that stood out to me that says, hey, this is from Harry Potter. You know, you got impressions of similar things that you've read before, but overall it didn't feel like a complete copy of the series or anything like that. So I thought this book was amazing. I'm sad there's only gonna be 2 more books, but hey, what can you do? Those are the books that I've read this month. You know, because middle grade books, for the most part that I've seen this month, share similar elements like the orphan characters going on a quest, saving the world, you know how it is. You know, I thought I would go over my most favorite characters, setting, plot, books that really stood out to me in each of these categories. So let's begin. So the coolest setting out of all the books I read would have to go to The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. You get to go to Egypt, you get to visit Paris to New York. You're kind of jet setting around the world, except not through a jet, kind of by magical powers. I thought changing up the setting was really cool. The next category, most epic adventure, I would have to give it to The Emerald Atlas by John Stephens. Kate, Michael, and Emma, the adventure they had to go through was amazing. They were traveling through different worlds, they were meeting a lot of magical beings. The fate of the world was definitely in their small little hands. Probably one of my favorite fantastical magical adventures since Harry Potter, I would say. The next category, you guys, is most wonderful writing, and I would have to give that to The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. Trenton Lee Stewart did an amazing job writing the story. Really reminded me of Roald Dahl's work. Had that really nostalgic feel to it, and it was nice. It was nice. And so the character with the most sassy dialogue, I would have to give it to Sadie Kane in The Red Pyramid. She had some pretty good one-liners. The dialogue in this book was just awesome, and if you're looking for some really funny, sassy dialogue, this is definitely the book you need to read. I would also have to do an honorable mention to Jen in The Thief. He has a sharp tongue as well, and he's just hilarious. I thought he had a very droll, dry sense of humor, which I really liked. The most awesome orphans I came across this month, guys, would have to go to The Mysterious Benedict Society. Rainy, Sticky, Kate, and Constance. Individually, they were all really great characters. They've been through a lot, but how they came to be be is really admirable. Their individual characteristics, Kate's resourcefulness, Rainy's ability to solve problems, Sticky's ability to memorize these awesome facts, and Constance being Constance and being awesome. Sibling battle of 2011, Michael and Emma in the Emerald Atlas. I thought Michael and Emma's relationship with each other was really realistic. They were butting heads a whole lot and really hard. Just their relationship, you could see there's a fierce love and a fierce hate between those two. And of course, in every middle grade, well, not every, but it's essential, I think. My favorite old, wise, and whimsical man would have to go to Dr. Pym in the Emerald Atlas. You know, there's always this old, wise, whimsical, giving the children some sage advice. Still has that authority, but you can relate things to him. Dr. Pym was definitely my favorite. Mr. Benedict from the Mysterious Benedict Society was really cool too. So the last category is my favorite cover this month. I would have to give it to The Mysterious Benedict Society by Trenton Lee Stewart. It caught my eye in the bookstore, and even the illustrations inside are awesome. I don't know if you could see that. Illustrations inside are really cool. So that's everything, guys. That's my in conclusion video for the month of August. I hope this was helpful. You know, there's not a lot of romance I found in this book. I think the only little bit of romance was in The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan, and in the other book it was all about sibling relationships, about friendships. I think that was my most favorite part in reading middle grade books, were these different kinds of relationships you can read about, because you can always relate to one relationship or another. If you're looking for a book with a lot of action and adventure, definitely check out your middle grade section at your bookstore or library. Every decision you make will change the fate of the world. A lot of pressure on these kids. You know, there's parallels there when growing up. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one, and toodaloo. I don't know what's with these weird endings. Sayonara, toodaloo, bon voyage. Yeah, anyways, bye.